American Craftsman podcast is sponsored by Hayflow. Hayflow offers a wide range of products and solutions for the woodworking and furniture making industries. Hinges and drawer slides to connectors and dowels, sandpaper, wood glue, shop parts, and everything in between. Exclusive product lines such as Lux LED lighting and Slido door hardware ensure that every project you create is built to last. Learn more at hayflow.com.
5 a.m. is what it in his soul belonged to the railroad to the day is done.
Welcome back.
Here we are.
Yeah, we haven't had an episode without a guest in, maybe it's only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, we were running, we had Jim Jamal, we had Keith, we had
Jacqueline. Was John on the week before that?
I was just about to ask, was John Peters on?
Maybe.
And wasn't too long before that, we had RT.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be out there a week from tomorrow.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that place.
Yeah, it'll be a nice trip out, too.
And we caught the first two, and I want to say maybe half of the third episode of their podcast, the RT Machine podcast, which you guys should definitely check out. Episode 2 was really, really good with the guy from Lewis Lumber, I think is the name.
Yeah, it's a full nerd out on the wood.
Yeah, it was good. There was, we learned a couple of things that were like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Which, hey, that's why you listen to a podcast, right?
That's right.
My medicine. Yeah, apologize for the late upload last week. We were, we were riding home from the install Friday night, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to upload the podcast.
That was a hectic end of the week.
Yeah. Well, we didn't record it last week. It was recorded 2 or 3 weeks ago with Keith. So it just totally slipped my mind. Which it was a good thing that we had recorded that, because otherwise we wouldn't have had anything.
Yeah. Maybe we go mobile with our new...
these new DJI mics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to do the intro from memory. Shouldn't be too hard.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
You're pretty good that way.
Oh, yeah, I could rattle that off right now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, last week, we had that kitchen install, which was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That was a carnival.
Yeah. We got there Wednesday, and they were still setting tile in the kitchen.
Right where we are supposed to put our cabinets.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, they were done with our area. There was no grout, but, the tile had just been laid the day before.
Mm-hmm.
We were there dropping off a couple cabinets that day on Tuesday. So, yeah, it was a huge push to try and get that job done.
Yeah, we set all the cabinets, all the base cabinets in that one day.
Yep, yeah, because they were expecting the stone guy to come and template that night. So we were there till 6, maybe?
Yeah, because how many cabinets are there? 20?
21.
21. So there are 4 cabinets, that wall. So we set 17. There's the double-sided island.
And there's 2 uppers on the stove.
Oh, yeah, and the laundry room.
Yeah, it was 5, 6, 7, 8. Or were there 5 on the... No, there were 4 on their fridge, and then the 3.
Right.
And then 2. So 6. Yeah, so 15.
Yeah.
15 base cabinets. Which,
doesn't sound like a lot, but it was around plumbing,
mm-hmm.
the double-sided island.
Yeah.
working inside that little tiny room. There was no tile on the floor,
Yeah.
and the legs were every time I tried to turn the leg, it would
Get hung up.
Yeah, it would get hung up and like pitch the cabinet sideways.
Yeah, we showed up and, there was like plumbing issues with where the, sorry, Andy actually just texted me, the builder, unrelated to the kitchen. What the hell was I saying? Oh, like the plumbing in the island. It turned out that the supplies were going to be like outside of they were going to be in the cabinet that backs up to the sink base. So they had to figure that out. The wall that was supposed to get altered never got altered. So it was too big. So the one island that encapsulated this knee wall had to be cut and they had to move electric. And it was like,
Yeah, we did have to. I forgot about that.
yeah, didn't make it super easy on us. Plus, we don't do a lot of installs. Like I used to install kitchens. That was my job at Tom's when I wasn't in the shop. Well, when I wasn't installing, I was in the shop. My main job was the installer, and I was much faster at installing kitchen cabinets back then.
Yeah, but I mean, it was difficult too because it was really cramped. We were working with probably another 10 people in that area.
Yeah.
And in the house, there were probably another dozen or so.
Yeah, Friday was real crazy over there, because clients were moving in on Monday. Sorry if you guys can hear the fan. I can hear it in the headphones, but it's hot in here, so you're going to have to deal with it. It finally cooled down. It's only 81 degrees right now.
Yeah, it was a glorious week compared to the last week.
Yeah.
And then that first day when we were like really busting our ass, the air conditioning on the first floor where we're working is not working.
That was Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, and man,
and the tile guy had the window open with no screen. There's like flies.
I was so sweaty and disgusting. Like everything I touched left a film of like sweat on it. I felt really, really just gross.
Yeah, when you can smell the sweat. It's not like BO, but you can like smell the smell of sweat on yourself. Like, you've been sweating.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah. So thankfully, we're done with that. We have an end panel to bring down there in a couple weeks, and somebody damaged.
I damaged.
Well, the end panel, yeah. But the drawer front.
Yeah.
I think the drawer front got damaged in transit. Which all those doors like flopped over at some point in the van. That's probably when it happened. But so we got a
tiny little nick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to touch up, but worst case, if they want a new one, it's like $80 or something.
Yeah. Then we gotta go back there. That's worse than buying the drawer face.
That's true.
But we'll go back in the fall when they're gone.
Yeah, we're supposed to be building those doors for the media, whatever. I guess. But yeah, it's like, well, all right, listen, if you don't want anybody over there, then we'll come back when you're gone.
But shout out to Andy and his crew.
Chesak Construction. Nice guys.
Yeah, and because it was a difficult situation. They were really pretty pleasant to work with.
Yeah. It was giving me flashbacks because I was on their end for a long time, where you work for the builder and the cabinet guys show up and they're like, "This is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked," and you're like, "All right, let's scramble and let me just not do anything that I was supposed to do today and handle all of the things that you just pointed out."
Yeah, because he really took it well.
Yeah,
I mean, it was really no. I mean, you could see I could feel for him because there's that resignation. It's like, you realize it's got to get done. So what are you going to do?
Right.
You just got to do it.
Yep. Yeah, we get in those situations. It's like these barn doors,
That's
sucks. Right. Not only are we in again on material, but all the time.
Yeah.
It's it sucks. You build something for a price, and the numbers were tight on that already. It was like, I don't want to say it was a favor, but they got the the price where it's like, all right, we already did like 7 things for you. Here's
a good guy price.
Yeah, we're coming back anyway. This is like a good deal. And now, so much for that.
Yeah. Well, we got like a week in it, at least.
At least.
Yeah.
Maybe more. It'd probably end up like 3 man weeks. And about 2,000 in material.
Yeah, but don't forget that what's their names are giving us $400 back.
Yeah, Cheldwan. Thanks, Cheldwan.
Oh man, when's that karma coming around?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I hope I live long enough to see it.
Yeah. Well, we better talk about the elephant in the room, our new YouTube and social media channels with our buddy John Peters.
Oh, awesome.
Today's Craftsmen.
That's right. The source.
With an MEN. Craftsmen. That's us.
Yeah.
Not you. If you are not a man, you are still allowed to watch it. Craftsmen is in reference to the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We weren't being exclusionary.
No, not at all. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah. You don't even have to be a craft.
That's right.
You could just be bad at it and you're still allowed to partake.
Yeah. Total newbies are welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Encouraged even.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of, so the channel, we're calling it like the source for the modern woodworker, which will literally, with what we're planning on doing, sort of run that entire gamut of total beginner all the way up to like, professional, where we're going to have stuff that's relevant to everybody.
Right. Like, even if you're a hobbyist or somebody who's wants to just take up the craft, said, I've been working my desk job and I've always wanted to do this. And if I had a little bit of information, I could probably get started out in my garage.
Yeah. Grab your snapback and get to it.
And then we're going to try and do some stuff too that's, more advanced. We're going to, whatever comes down the pike, I think we're going to handle.
Yeah. We'll do some build videos with plans and, probably have like shorter build videos on the channel, but then have like full in-depth instructional videos on the website, probably.
Tool and machine stuff.
Yep.
Which is always helpful. I mean, we like that stuff when we're looking for something new for the shop. I like to check out videos all the time to see what people have to say when they're really using them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was like that sander that we just ordered from Felder, which I haven't heard back from them. Allegedly, it's not in stock, even though it said that it was in stock. So we'll see what they have to say. We have some time before we need it, but I went on YouTube and watched probably 6 different videos on that sander before we finally ended up buying it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's one of my stations.
Yeah, and it's got probably the most jacked up tool.
We got to get you a low profile sander though, because that every time I've been sanding now for like any length of time and I could feel it in my hand, I go, Jeff, 8 hours.
Yeah, 10 hours.
It's a 10-hour sanding day.
3 or 4 10-hour shifts of sanding.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, you start to feel that vibration all the way up into your shoulder.
I don't get the vibration. It's this. It's the grip,
the claw.
The top of the Festool sander is really big, and it's so tall. It's as tall as this foam, basically.
Yeah,
it's like 5. How big is this foam? 5 inches, 7 inches. It's like 5 or 6 inches tall. That sander. So it's like to manipulate the pad. I don't know. It's not very ergonomic. So I've been looking at the Dynabrade Extreme and also just the regular Dynabrade. I've heard good things about both. I've heard bad things about both. So I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say, I haven't heard anything bad about the like original. But I've heard that the Extreme, some of like the air connection is in a weird, like it's like kicked back. So it makes the air hook up really long. And I don't know. So I don't know.
I never used a pneumatic sander.
I mean, I think I've like run across them, but I've never like, used one and like actually sanded like a bunch of stuff with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, auto body guys, that's all they use, right?
Yeah. And like in all industrial wood shops.
Yeah. So all the places that do tons of sanding.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they last a lot longer. I guess that probably has something to do with it too.
Yeah. There's less, fewer parts. The one thing is like that Extreme, that's 19 CFM, which is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not, or less than our compressor. Our compressor puts out more CFM than 19. It's like 23 or 4 or something like that. So it should be more than enough, but
what's the difference in the user experience between the Extreme and the regular one?
I don't know. I mean, it's just supposed to be like a better one, I guess. Less vibration and more ergonomics. I don't know. I mean, they don't look that much different.
Does the regular model use 19 CFM as well?
16 on the regular.
Well, it's still pretty substantial.
Yeah, I mean, what's 3 CFM when you're... Yeah, so this is like what the old school one looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then...
That's the one when you think of a pneumatic sander, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. The 3M ones are crazy expensive. They're like $400. And then this is the Extreme.
Wow.
They're cheap though. It's about half the price of buying a Festool.
Yeah.
You're talking like $230 for a 5-inch.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
The Merca is kind of shaped like that.
Yeah, the Merca is one of those where it's like Merca makes pneumatics too, I believe. It's based off of that style of sander, that pneumatic style.
On a different subject, did you see all that wood that Corey has stacked up that he's going to put in the kiln?
No.
He's apparently got some work for a client. I didn't catch this part, but I'm guessing that Corey can probably correct me if I'm wrong. At CT Woodwork, the client had this wood, and it was all air dried.
God bless him.
That's exactly what I thought. It's like 1,000 board feet, and he's gonna send it to the kiln. He's gonna have it all kiln dried, and he's gonna do his Maloof chairs and I think a dining table.
Oh, that's cool
and stuff. So it's a really nice job, but yeah, he's got the patience of a saint.
Yeah, Corey, he built some nice stuff, man.
He does. If you don't know him, you should check him out. CT Woodwork.
Yeah, and he gets some like cool jobs. You know, a lot of big dining tables and stuff. Got to set this text as unread so that I remember to go back to it. Today's Craftsman. Yeah, I don't know. We got anything else to say about that? You guys should check it out. I mean, please go subscribe on YouTube and follow on Instagram.
Should we talk about maybe what like a shop? It's the shop thing, or
yeah. So John had the idea of like setting up the old shop as like a studio, basically,
like New Yankee Workshop.
Yeah, a studio. Would it be a shop studio or a studio shop? Studio shop.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think it would be studio shop. Just because aesthetically, I think, it makes more sense. It over here, it looks very industrial. And over there, it looks like a wood shop.
Yeah, and over here, we got all kinds of stuff in the way. You never know what we're going to be working on. And it's, it sounds like a lot of space, but
it's not.
It really isn't.
No, I mean, once you get the machines in and the material and the jobs, it's 5,000 is gone. Plus the office is whatever, 200, at least 200 square feet, right?
Yeah. Let's see, if it's 20 by 15, that's like 350, isn't it?
300?
300?
Yeah, because 15 times 2 times 10. Yeah, I mean, the van takes up 200 square feet. Easy.
Right.
The forklift, another 50 square feet. Wow. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's probably...
Just got forks on the front, 5 by 10, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes really fast.
Yeah. And, it's a lot easier to do things when you could just, we don't have to okay, John's coming. We gotta move this over here, clean this up, blah, blah, blah. Turn off the fans, shut the doors. It'd be cool. So yeah, we want to see if we can get some sponsorship to, get it ready.
Yeah, rebuild the shop.
Yeah,
and make it a project that people could follow along with.
You have to evict those squirrels because they're going to make too much noise.
Yeah, have to set out the traps.
Yeah,
yeah. So that it's pretty cool because it's just the right size.
Mm-hmm.
As we were talking amongst ourselves, it's like the size of a 3-car garage.
Yeah. It doesn't feel that big.
No, it's 24 by 36. Is a garage 24 feet deep or not? Is it deeper than that?
I don't know.
That's how I always thought of it, as like a 3-car garage.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense if you have like a 10-foot door.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem 24 feet wide.
No, it's not really, because on the inside it's like 20. I want to say it's either 22 something or 23 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they're 4 by 6 posts, so they're probably 24 to the outside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But most people have like a 2-car garage.
Yeah.
And they're looking to get out there. They pull the car out, and like Keith's garage. Is that a 1-car or a 2-car?
I think it's a 1, but it's like kind of opened up.
Yeah, it's got like a adjunct on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool. We could
chronicle,
maybe spackle the walls and paint a little bit.
Oh yeah, because it's just it's so slipshod.
Get a sponsorship by Sheetrock.
Yeah. Who makes gypsum wallboard?
Sheetrock.
That's the brand name?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, USGS.
Okay.
I think Sheetrock is the name of the product, and USGS. United States Geological Survey. No. Is it USGS or USG? United States Gypsum something.
So is sheetrock like Kleenex or is it tissue?
No, sheetrock is like Kleenex.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I remember we looked up the word for that.
Gypsum wallboard.
No, like when like Band-Aid.
It's just USG.
Becomes the word for the thing.
United States Gypsum Company. Huh, guess where they are? Port Reading, New Jersey.
Wow.
Unless that's just one of their
offices, maybe.
They got a 2.5 out of 5 stars on Google reviews. Very bad company for delivery. This is the worst place in all of America. You can't get out of the truck Unload 1 pallet per hour. This is impossible. This place should have drivers drop their trailer at the street. Have a yard truck bring it in their property to be unloaded. They will not let you outside of your truck to do anything. They must be afraid the driver will find a way to use this drywall mud as a weapon against the world. They think a driver will fall and get hurt. I guess keep drivers off their property will be the best. A good place to use driverless trucks.
What seems to be the issue with USG?
Apparently, they're not very good to the truck drivers.
Yeah, I wonder if let's hear some positive reviews. USG.
Oh, I already X'd out of it. I wonder if our buddy,
the cat vest guy.
Yeah, DJS.
Oh man.
Oh, looks like he's definitely been reviewing some stuff.
Oh, we're gonna have to revisit that dude one of these days.
Yeah, right now.
Right. Can we get him up on the new TV?
Well, let me get the remote, see what it does.
Yeah,
tell the people about the TV.
So we were looking at some way to organize ourselves, mostly for me, for my benefit. You know, I need a little bit of structure, like so I can, you know, I'm getting old. Need to have things written down. So we got this TV, sort of like almost like a whiteboard, smart board, and Jeff put it up on this rolling stand, and so it's about 4 feet off the ground. It's very cool.
I wish it was a smart board.
Yeah, we might, if we can get Google Calendar on it, we're going to see what app we're going to use. But basically, it's going to be, you know, for organizing our jobs and the progress on the jobs, the daily stuff, so that, you know, we can just stay on task a little bit easier, have something to always reference. And, you know, when we have some free time, we're going to watch The Bear.
You got some catching up to do. I'm already on season 3.
Yeah, just on season 3.
I love when you look up how to do something and it's like on your computer, open Chrome. At the top right, click more.
Yeah.
There is no more.
No. See, that's why we're going to be the source for the modern craftsman. We're not going to have people having to go through all those steps.
Oh, here we go. It's under view. Smart TV 4K available. Yeah, let's do it.
Reservation dogs. Wow, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is great. So we're beaming over to the big TV. How big is that TV?
55 inches.
55.
How come it hasn't... oh, it only does the one page. I got to do it onto this page. That's kind of cool that you could do it page by page.
Look at that.
You can look at it there. I'm not going to be able to read that shit. So here's our buddy. He's reviewing 27.5-inch mountain bike inner tubes, 2-pack from BWSHLF is the name of the brand. BW Shelf.
Yeah. Well, Schrader valves too.
Are those the ones that...
Those little valves, the tiny ones.
Really? It shows regular ones right there. Presta's.
Yeah, Presta's the long one. Long, skinny.
I guess Schrader's just a regular one.
Yeah, yeah.
So, he gives these 1 star, and he says, somebody's laughing all the way to the bank. This is from July 15th. Let's zoom in a little bit here.
Oh, man, this guy's too good. He's really serious about his reviews.
Yeah. And have it be known that on Amazon, this product has 4.4 out of 5 stars with 183 global ratings.
Okay.
68% 5 stars.
So he's the outlier. clearly.
Yeah, there's only 4% 1-star review. I'm on my second box of 2. And so far, every time I put one of these tubes in my tire and ride my bike, the tire is flat the next day. To be sure I wasn't doing something wrong, I checked this time very carefully. The outer tire was clean and the tire was full of air and remained full of air for 1 week because I did not ride the bike. After 1 week, I went for a ride with my new inner tube. The next day, my tire was flat. I checked the outer tire and there was a tiny thorn from a patch of weeds that I walked my bike over before riding on the pavement. This tiny thorn could not have just barely been long enough to push past the outer tire and must have just reached the inner tube. I pulled out the thorn, circled where it was, and took the inner tube out, and the tiny hole was right where the thorn punctured the outer tire. The point is, the inner tube is not durable in the slightest degree. It's definitely not puncture-proof. It is tiny. If this tiny thorn put a hole in it when it could have only barely reached it. Barely, or it reached it.
It reached it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how barely it reached it.
An inner tube is not puncture proof.
No. So now I put brand new inner tube number 4 in my Now I've put brand new inner tube number 4 in from my second box of 2 and planning to get one bike ride out of it before I have to replace the tube with a new one or fix another puncture again. Well, if you're puncturing your tires, what do you expect?
Yeah, this guy. I wonder if he takes his cat on the bike.
Is this another toupee? Yep. Sivmo Men Toupee, Swiss lace front natural hairline men toupee with PU skin V-looped European human hair replacement system for man wigs 5 by 7 inches, medium density hairpiece number 4, medium brown color. $159.
Oh man, what do you expect for a $159 toupee?
5 stars.
Oh,
Integrity is my highest priority from May 24th, 2023. And integrity is exactly what you get with this company and the people inside it. I just received my second order, and as you may have guessed, a hairpiece is like a body part for people who use them. So it's just as important as an arm or a leg.
No,
it's not. Or anything else that makes your body run and work to the best of its ability to operate as a well-oiled machine. The second hairpiece was even better than the first. I asked for some changes and I got them exactly as I asked for. That's what integrity is all about. So if you're looking for honest, integrity-filled people and a solid company to provide you with a viable body part, look no further because you are already here.
Oh man.
Sivmo.
That guy's too much. It's like an arm.
These pictures crack me up. Like none of these guys are wearing toupees, obviously.
Let me see. You have a different screen up here for me.
I opened it up in the.
Okay. Oh man. Oh yeah, look at that. Of course, yeah. The toupee commercial has all these like young models.
Yeah.
With the thickest.
Clear, like you can see their scalp. So clearly the hair is coming out of it.
This guy's got the most beautiful hair.
Is that Justin Bieber? I think it is.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I can't take this guy's reviews. He's too much. It's a body part.
This one we did the clock.
Yeah, he's got like a clock in every room.
I think we did. Yeah, we did this one too. Well, he's only got one more.
All right.
For the Beatron BS10 earphones. Wired in earbud headphones, strong bass noise isolating earbuds, 3.5 millimeter jack, tangle-free cord, compatible with tablet, laptop, iPhone, iPad, smartphones. Gold. He probably uses these corded headphones with his belt clip on his phone case.
Yeah.
5 stars. Wow is the title. May 24th, 2023. These earphones, this headset, these earplugs, whatever you want to call them, work beautifully. The sound and the sound canceling outside is superlative and full-bodied. They have an earplug that is shaped in such a way that it stays in your ear without being too intrusive. They're so comfortable, I often forget I even have them on, and I fall asleep and wake up with them still in my ears, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And that is unusual for me because I hate having things inside my ears when I'm trying to sleep or do anything else.
Oh, God. Man.
Is he wearing the Sivmo toupee in this picture?
I think so. He's got to be wearing the toupee. Because if he's got that much hair, he doesn't need a toupee.
Think Jan Earl Miller's been up to anything with the Boys Next Door?
Oh, God. That was another good one. Boys Next Door, Kindle edition.
Yeah, no new reviews on the Boys Next Door. How many pages is it? Oh, it's free. Oh, no.
Just the Kindle.
$2.99.
Yeah. You know what book I just read? Treasure Island.
I've listened to that on book on tape.
Yeah. Then I made my wife go to the library and rent the movie. It was pretty good. The book was much better than the movie, though.
I don't remember a lot of it. Doesn't it start out? He goes to this inn or whatever.
That's exactly how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Benbow Inn.
Yeah, and he's I forget, he's all jacked up or something.
Yeah, well, he's old, and it's Captain Flint, I believe. And he's old, and he's on his way out. And
oh, look, I can cast the whole screen.
Let's see.
Maybe not.
Who DJS follows? Jan Earl Miller.
Yeah, author of The Boys Next Door. There's got to be a way to airplay over this thing, no?
Yeah.
AirPlay. AirPlay cast to Android TV. Yeah, that's what we want.
This stuff's amazing.
This is a pretty nice TV for $250.
Yeah.
I realized that the TV in my bedroom is over 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's still going. It is a Samsung. $499.
Wow.
We'll figure a way around that.
Yeah. The workaround. Why would it cost money?
That's just an app. So there's probably a way to do it otherwise.
Yeah, I know on my TV, I think there's on my computer, there's just that little icon.
Yeah. Let's see.
More technical difficulties. This is a problem for me usually. I get stuck. We watched a DVD movie actually.
Oh yeah, I don't even have a DVD player.
I was going to ask you. You probably don't have one. Yeah, we go.
Screen mirroring. Here we go. Smart TV 4K. Bam.
There you go. AirPlay.
Enter AirPlay 7708. Beautiful.
Oh man. Now you're talking.
Oh wow, it's very little latency too.
Yeah, you can see there's the podcast recording.
Yeah. Because I've done this before and there was a terrible lag between the two, which made it really, you couldn't use that as a monitor. I tried to do it with Fusion, mirror it to the TV and draw, sit
so you
on the couch and
draw.
draw on the TV, and it did not work.
Oh yeah, if there's lag, it probably threw you off.
Yeah, because you start to overcorrect
Mm-hmm.
the cursor and stuff. But if we can get that iMac hooked up to that, that's a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse. So this is like the dumb version of this.
It's perfect for me.
The Ergo M575. It's not an MX Ergo. We got an Amazon delivery today from one of those new Rivian vans.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was much cooler looking on the outside. On the inside, it looked kind of cheap.
Yeah. I mean, our van I feel like it's kind of like that too, where like the interior experience is not what you would expect from a Mercedes.
No, it's definitely commercial.
Oh, yeah. I love the trackball mouse.
Here's my wife looking for me. She's going to want to know what time I'm coming home today so she can have dinner ready on the table.
Yeah, you do go home at wildly different times every day. One day could be 4:30, the next day could be 4:35.
I know. And another thing is, it literally takes like 7 minutes to get home. There's no traffic. It's the same exact traffic every single day.
Yeah. You might like this more than the Ergo. It's lower profile.
Oh.
But I was figuring if it was going to sit, I don't know if there's going to be room over there. If it was going to sit on that thing, you can't
you can't be moving a mouse.
No.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, if any of you have suggestions on a good organizational program, we've used Asana in the past. I know there's a bunch of them, just to keep track of calendar and jobs, and it definitely gets redundant at times, just like putting these things in. But I think it is a good tool. And we got the world's most basic keyboard. But it's like feels like an old school keyboard.
Oh, wow. I like it.
Yeah.
Logi.
Yeah, Logitech. I always get Logitech for keyboards and mouse.
Yeah.
Mice.
Yeah.
Mouses.
Meese.
Yeah. Let's see.
The wife wants to know what I want for dinner.
Food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I made some nice cheesesteaks on Saturday. That was good.
Ooh, I like a cheesesteak.
Yeah. I use Velveeta too.
Is that the authentic cheese?
No. No, like in Philly, they use either Cheese Whiz or, some places have provolone. And I guess American cheese is like typically what you would get around here.
What's the deal with the cheesesteak? I mean, what makes it authentic?
It's supposed to be ribeye meat. I think it's supposed to have fried onions, like fried in with the meat. Yeah, they probably use a specific bread in Philly. And then the whiz. I don't really like Cheese Whiz, though. I feel like it doesn't taste as good as Velveeta. It's like less flavorful.
What is Velveeta?
It's just a processed cheese.
It's like it's like cheddar?
No, it's like an American cheese almost. Velveeta versus Cheese Whiz. I was looking at the ingredients. We had it because Allie wanted, like, you make that Velveeta chili dip where you like layer it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I made that.
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
Yes, and she could only get this big block of Velveeta.
A big block of Velveeta.
Yeah. Let's see. Cheese Whiz. This is like a comparison. Origin, Cheese Whiz. Edwin Treisman, 1952, 1953. Velveeta, Emily Fry, Monroe Cheese Company, 1918, New York. Look at that. I got an ad for Momport Laser. They're not listening and watching what I'm doing.
Not at all.
We'll talk about that too before it's over because I don't think we did talk about it. Cheese Whiz. Description. Processed cheese spread, sauce, and dip made from whey, emulsifiers, and seasoning while supplied in glass jars. Velveeta, velvety smooth, pasteurized, prepared cheese product capable of being used as a spread, sauce, or dip and boasting healthy nutrition and real cheese flavor combined with excellent meltability. Cheese Whiz flavor. Tangy, pungent, cheesy flavor balanced with mustard and Worcestershire sauce, similar to well-seasoned, mature cheddar, but more balanced. Velveeta, rich, creamy, velvety, tangy cheese, almost identical to American cheese, and akin to an infusion of Colby, Swiss, and cheddar. Cheese Whiz is whey emulsified with oil, flavored and stabilized. Velveeta is whey protein and milk protein recombined as whey and curds before flavoring and emulsification. Ingredients: Cheese Whiz, whey, milk, canola oil, maltodextrin, milk protein concentrate, sodium phosphate, less than 2% of modified food starch, salt, lactic acid, whey protein concentrate, mustard flour, aka mustard powder, Worcestershire sauce, sodium alginate, sorbic acid as a preservative, color added, cheese culture, enzymes, natural flavor. Velveeta, milk, water, whey, milk protein concentrate, milk fat, whey protein concentrate, sodium phosphate, 2% or less of sodium calcium phosphate, lactic acid, sorbic acid, sodium citrate, sodium alginate, enzymes, apocarotenol.
The hell is that?
I don't know. That wasn't on the label that I read. Annatto and cheese culture.
They have a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, the Velveeta that I read, what is this? Carotenoid found in spinach and citrus fruits. Plays a role as a precursor for vitamin A. Blah, blah, blah. Might just be a, like an enrichment, like how they enrich bread with calcium and vitamin D and stuff like that.
They're pretty similar. The Velveeta seems like more of a cheese than Cheese Whiz.
Yeah. Now they're showing Velveeta shells and cheese on this. Oh, they're both made by Kraft.
Ah.
I didn't know that.
They're cousins. Cheese Whiz and Velveeta are cousins.
Is Velveeta the same as Cheese Whiz? Basically, yes. One has more water, so it's softer. Beyond that, they're old or scrap cheese, maybe some generic curds, whey powder, flavor, salt, and chemicals. Biggest difference is flavor. Like everybody hates on the American cheese, but
I like American cheese, like on a hamburger.
It is real cheese. It's not like it's like, fake. It's not. There's no like weird like oil or anything in it.
I think American cheese is a super mild cheddar.
No, it's actually an amalgamation like they were talking about of like Colby, cheddar, and something else.
Ah.
You got to buy Land O'Lakes brand American cheese. None of this stuff in the plastic sleeves.
Yeah.
What is American cheese anyway? Man, look at that burger. It looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these Montport lasers all over the place. Here on the side. Happens every time I post a picture on Twitter or Instagram of a delicious cheeseburger, perfectly crusted ground beef, most likely cooked smash style on a soft bun layered with onions, lettuce, pickles, and then a glistening, gooey, melty, bright orange slice of American cheese. I like the white American.
I do too. That's my favorite. Like, we have grilled cheese sandwiches for dinner sometimes. I love the white American. Sometimes I'll put a slice of tomato in there too. Some places call that the happy waitress.
Oh, yeah. I have seen that. American cheese is not cheese. This is anyway, trying to explain this. Come on, get to the point, this guy. Blah, 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 blah. You know, guy made it seem like he was going to give a good explanation.
Bon appetit. American cheese deserves your respect.
Yeah. What is it? What is it? Not all processed cheese is equal. For the best processed cheese experience, you need to read the labels carefully. There's processed cheese like block or deli sliced American cheese, and then there's processed cheese food or product like Velveeta and most packaged cheese singles. The former has more fat, an average of 45%, resulting in rich, velvety mouthfeel, while the latter can have as little as half of the fat, around 23%, tasting watery and bland. Velveeta is not bland. I'm not like some Velveeta fanboy, but I couldn't even tell you the last time I had it aside from this weekend. But
cheese.com.
There we go. What exactly is American cheese? American cheese, the kind you get in the individual plastic wrappers. No, that's not what we're talking about. However, not all American cheeses are made equal. Classically, before the factory processed stuff hit the market, American cheese was a blend, often of cheddar and Colby, made for easy melting and approachable flavor. The cheese you find at the deli counter is usually made from real cheese. It may not be wholly cheese, so check the label for the words pasteurized processed cheese. These deli cheeses still have fewer chemicals and extracts than the individually packaged stuff, so they will usually taste fresher and more flavorful. As Kenji J. Lopez-Alt, our buddy, explains, at Serious Eats, the blending of cheese and other ingredients is what allows American cheese to melt without breaking or turning greasy the way a traditional cheese does. Yeah, cheddar gets super greasy.
Yeah.
The process itself was invented in Switzerland in an effort to reduce cheese waste. What was that? Is that this ad?
I don't know. Is that?
It sounded like somebody said Jeff.
That's what I thought too.
Did it come out of the TV?
It was in my headphones, I thought.
What the hell? Did you guys hear that? Blah, blah, blah. Formed in various batches of cheese. Scraps from various batches of cheese could be melted together and formed into a new delicious product. Where's this coming from? Freaking Best Buy ad.
Guys, welcome back.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Reduced cheese waste scraps could form from various batches of cheese could be melted together and formed into a new delicious product. In 1916, Canadian-American entrepreneur and cheese salesman James Kraft perfected the technique in the U.S., patented it, and started selling the very first processed American cheese. Though quote-unquote American cheese describes that familiar sandwich staple, it does not encompass everything that is truly American cheese, that is truly American and cheese. When it comes to cheeses made here in the U.S., there's more than what comes in blocks and singles. Yeah, we know that. Land O'Lakes American cheese ingredients.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
Right.
Freaking ads.
Here we go.
Cultured pasteurized milk and skim milk, buttermilk, milk fat, salt. Contains less than 2% of sodium and potassium citrates, tricalcium phosphate, milk protein concentrate, lactic acid, sorbic acid, enzymes, soy lecithin, and soybean oil blend. I can live with that.
Let's see the ingredients of cheddar cheese.
It should just be milk.
Yeah.
Milk and enzymes. Let's see. Cabot, cheddar, cheese ingredients. Come on. Does it have ingredients? Nope.
Yeah, because I'm curious.
There we go. Pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt, enzymes.
Okay.
So really the only difference is that the American cheese has those preservatives, the potassium citrate and the ascorbic acid. And is Cabot cheddar cheese processed? Cabot cheese aged cheddar has some nutritional value and is moderately processed and is estimated to have a low carbon footprint and low water footprint.
What's your favorite cheese?
I can't answer that.
Because you like so many, or because you don't really like cheese?
Oh, I love cheese. I can't do like favorite song, favorite cheese. I can't. I can't pick.
So if you were on a desert island and you could only take one cheese with you,
probably going to be white American, just because, like, you know, I feel like that could sit out for a while too, and be fine.
So you're practical. You're a practical survivor.
Yeah, I'm not out there like looking to have a hoity-toity crashed on a desert island experience.
Yeah. I white American is definitely up there in my top too, because it goes with so much stuff that I like.
I just eat it right out of the deli package.
Mm-hmm.
Fold the slice in half and then eat it.
Yeah. Well, what's your take on brie?
I like brie a lot.
You eat the rind?
Yep. My wife doesn't. I'll actually eat the rind that she won't eat. You know, it's got like that little bit of cheese still on there.
Yeah. As I've gotten wealthier, I stopped eating the rind.
The rind tastes good though.
It tasted plenty good back then.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a pedicab driver in San Francisco, we used to get one baguette, me and this other guy, and we'd get a hunk of brie and we'd split it in half. You know, we'd open up the baguette and we'd just smush the brie in there.
Oh, yeah.
Rind and all, and then break it in half. And that we'd eat that. And that was really actually for like peasant food. That was really good because you're getting like right from the Boudin Bakery right there on Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, brie is good. It's got like that little bit of bitterness to it.
Yeah. I suppose there's probably a couple of things like that now that I'm, an adult with a job and everything like that I don't do the same as when I was broke.
I did watch a thing on Limburger cheese that made me want to try it.
Really?
Yeah. That's an American cheese.
Is it?
Oh, no, this is a French-speaking Belgian province. Huh. This is saying it's Belgian. I don't know what the hell I was watching. But it's real big in Wisconsin. They eat these, what do they call them? Big Stinky.
Oh, jeez. That's not what that fish, too, is it? Don't they eat that smelly fish up there?
Surströmming or whatever it's called. That's, I think, in Iceland. But this, it's like pumpernickel with Limburger cheese. And this is sweet onion, but the thing I was looking at said red onion.
Oh, man.
Like a big, thick slice of red onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limburger sandwich recipe. Oh, look at that. It's like a whole wedge of onion.
Yeah, like a 3/8 inch or half-inch thick slice.
Wow.
I'd try it. This is like, could you put less cheese on that sandwich?
Yeah, how come the cheese is so small?
And the onion, like what? This got an inch and a half of bread on either side.
Is that mustard?
Yeah. Who puts the mustard in the middle of the sandwich?
Yeah, where you put your mustard on the bread side or the meat side?
What do you mean?
Like if you're making a sandwich and you got all your stuff piled up on the bottom slice of bread, do you spread the condiments on the top slice of bread, or do you put the condiments on the rest of the sandwich?
Depends on the sandwich.
Yeah, tricky.
And if there's two, you might put one on one and one on the other. But you got to think about what's going where.
Like if you use mustard and mayo, you mean?
Yeah.
That's a great combo.
Yeah. Like, what did I have? Oh, so when I made the cheesesteaks, I did, that hot pepper spread that they sell in the jars, just like cherry peppers, like ground up.
Oh, I love that.
So I did that on one side of the bread, and I used like one of those like long ciabattas.
Mm-hmm.
I did that on one side, and I did mayo on the other side. And then the side that had the mayo, I put caramelized onions on top of that. And then I did the cheesesteak.
You made your own caramelized onions?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like, I thought the mayo and the onions should go next to each other.
It all gets mixed up in there. You feel like the experience of biting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
It definitely makes a difference. Like you can't put the cheese on the bottom of the sandwich.
No.
It's got to be up towards the top.
I'm going to try that one day and see if I notice.
Oh, you definitely will.
I need to do like a blind taste test. My wife's big on the blind taste tests. Look at Hunter. Went to the Turtleback Zoo today.
Yeah. Still there, apparently. I just get a text from my mother-in-law. Not sure if you heard, Hunter went to Turtleback Zoo with Mallory.
Oh, wow. I went to Turtleback Zoo. That was probably, I don't know what grade I was in. Must have been probably like third grade, something like that.
It's in Staten Island, right?
That's what I thought.
Or maybe it's North Jersey.
I can't really remember. That was, if I was 9 years old, that was 52 years ago.
Oh, it's in West Orange.
Huh. Essex County Turtleback Zoo.
20 acres. That's small.
Do they have a petting zoo there?
Well, it looks like they got like the touch tank, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
It looks pretty cool. Well, anyway, as we bore you with our cheese talk, and
I think the cheese talk is very interesting.
Yeah, we got to do some cooking episodes on today's Craftsman.
Yeah,
that or we'll just do them on John's. We'll just do them on John's channel.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, you tuned in for some woodworking advice, and you got cheese.
Yeah. Go follow Today's Craftsman on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. And maybe I'll have a TikTok up at some point in the near future.
But no dancing.
No. Check out the RT Machine podcast. And yeah.
And we'll shout out to Corey again.
Corey from CT Woodwork.
Yeah. Why not?
If you listen to this podcast and you don't follow Corey, you're
missing out.
Yeah. You've been listening and not following through on what we've been telling you.
Been listening but not hearing.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week.
Ciao.
As always, Rob and I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. If you want to help support the podcast, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Again, we appreciate your support. Thanks for tuning in.